This is Heddy Ritchfield bringing you the musical moods of Vienna, as I do every day at this time. And I have here with me very famous musician, Mr. George Banhalmi. Hello, Mr. Banhalmi. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you, and I'm very pleased to be here.
Thank you very much. Please tell our listeners now what you do professionally.
Music is my only profession. I'm a pianist, composer, arranger, teacher too.
What have you composed?
My compositions range from songs to orchestral music.
What are your favorite pieces for piano?
I like to play any kind of music which is beautiful and well constructed, and also a little bit good experience for the pianist to perform.
Tell our listeners where you were born.
I was born in Budapest, Hungary.
I suppose they probably could hear it. How? And are you married?
Yes, I am married. My wife helps me along with my career, and I also have a 17-year-old daughter.
That is very nice. She's probably listening in too, right?
Yes, she is.
I wanted to ask you, what are your credentials for piano playing?
Well, I am a graduate of the Franz Liszt Music Academy in Budapest, and I earned 5 master's degrees in music, such as piano and chamber music, and conducting, and percussion and composition.
The reason that you are here today actually is to tell our listeners about the project that you have for tomorrow.
I'm going to play at the Chicago Fest tomorrow, which is Friday evening at 6 and also at 7:30.
In the evening, yes.
In the evening, it's
yes.
going to be at the Variety stage.
Now, the Chicago Fest, as you all know, is that beautiful lakefront festival.
I'm going to perform the 23rd Piano Concerto by Mozart.
Now, I would like to ask you about your favorite subject. What would you think about contemporary music?
Contemporary music is one of my favorite subjects to talk about, because I believe that contemporary music can and should be humanized again, and we should never use machines, and we should never get to the point where the music we listen to is not understandable to us. If I want to solve a mathematical problem, I use a calculator. When it comes to art, it has to be done in a human way, by humans, with human feelings. The machine, however perfect, never should substitute the human being. I would much rather listen to a student performing badly with mistakes rather than listening to the Moog that I know in advance that does not make mistakes.
So you're violently opposed to what they're doing with electronics at the moment.
Electronic music per se is not bad yet. It only becomes unartworthy when it's used in place of the performer.
So this is also a case where the machine should not replace the human being.
Never should.
And I think that in music it is more important than in all other branches, right?
Music is a very important part and should be of our life. When it comes to a stage play, you will always understand every word they say, no matter how controversial the subject might be. But this should be the same way with music. You always should understand what's going on. Oh yes.
What have you played at your last concert?
At my last concert, I also played the music of Mozart with the Chicago Chamber Orchestra under the direction of my friend and conductor Dieter Kober.
How did you get to the Chicago Fest? Because this is really quite an honor to be invited there.
Thank you very much. I was kind of drafted into this by Mr. Kober. However, he is in Europe now, and his associate, Mr. Fred Spector, is going to conduct.
Well, this was a very interesting interview. I would like to thank Mr. George Banhalmi very much for coming